Hey Milkers, happy Monday and welcome back to another episode. The beer this week is called Black Butt Porter by Deschutes Brewing of Bend, Oregon. This has an ABV of 5.5% and this is a flagship beer that started it all for Deschutes. A delicate creamy brew with chocolate and coffee notes. This is not your average porter, my friends. The Comcast gives this beer a 4 out of 5 rating. As always, please drink responsibly and go to RedCon1 and use promo code T20CODYCU. That is T20CODYCU for 20% off all RedCon1 products, merch, supplements, everything you need for your fitness goals. Go to RedCon1 and use my promo code for an extra 20% off. Now, let's get into the episode because we missed you guys last week. Let's get into it. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Comcast. Welcome back. We missed you last week. Somebody even stopped me in the hallway at work and wondered what was going on. That's how we know we're a big deal. One random tattooed guy stopped me in the hallway. You listen to your first go-to podcast, and then you go to your second one, a.k.a. us, and you're like, where the fuck, bro? You ain't listening to Comcast, where the fuck you at? No, if you ain't listening to Comcast, where the fuck you at? I'm at home petting my cat.
And that's not a perverted slang.
If you remember my dad. Welcome back, everybody. We hope you are having a wonderful summer. Summer, it's weird. Summer's fucking over, basically.
Almost. It's over exactly September 21st.
Is it the 21st of September?
Yes.
Basically a whole nother month.
That's the first day of fall.
Almost over. But that's the thing. Like, Indiana's had... we were just talking about this earlier because...
For the most part.
Yeah, because you were asking why it's so hot. I was like, well, one, it's August. And she's like, it's barely August. I was like, yeah, but it's... Okay, so normally Indiana has like 100-degree days. We haven't had one of those yet.
I mean, we've gotten really close.
No, we've gotten really close. We've never had a 100-degree
without the humidity.
Without the humidity. I don't think we've gotten above 95, to be honest with you. I really don't.
I think it's been really close to 100.
Huh?
I think it's been like 98 on a couple days.
Really? Well, I just know, like...
That's my guess.
It's one of those things where, like, oh, if you go outside, make sure you pack plenty of water. Like, you haven't heard, like, it's going to be a shitty day. You don't have
a heat stroke.
But, like, I think it was last winter or 2 winters ago, we had where it was getting so below freezing that when I lived in an apartment with my roommates, we went and got that, what is that? It's like plastic lining, but it's like window covers, but it's thick.
Plastic lining for windows.
So it's something like that. It's basically, it keeps the heat in. It's so thick that it's almost like a barrier.
You can also use trash bags.
Right. It's used for that.
If you're trash.
So we went and
That's what you got, and it's black, so it keeps heat in your house.
So we actually went and got some of that plastic liner.
It's just a roll, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
So we went and got some of that, and we covered up all the windows because it was going to be so cold, and we lived in a townhouse, and it was one of those townhouses where I don't know why the owner and landlord bought this kind of heater / air conditioner, but it was like a manufacturing, like a factory or like an office building. You set it at one temperature, and it, like, if you set it at 75, it puts out 75-degree heat or air till it gets to 75, and then it shuts off. And then if it fluctuates, it goes off of that. So basically, this would do that. So if you set it at 73, which is like normal, in the wintertime, between like
Not me, I set my shit at 68. You pay.
Well, the thing is though, you have a 1-story, whereas the townhouse I have
a basement.
Yeah, but nobody gives a fuck about the basement.
Hey, I can survive a tornado. You're fucked.
The one thing I do miss about when we lived in the same house, when we lived together in that house, was...
You know what I miss about it? Nothing.
But when in the summertime, when it was hot as fuck out and the air conditioning couldn't, like, support the fucking heat upstairs, we wired a TV with cable downstairs and just watched TV downstairs in the basement all day.
There are older metal tubs that are like that too. They stay cold all the time. And
like a clawfoot tub or something like that?
No, not exactly. It was like aluminum or something. I don't know. My grandma used to have one, and Mom said when it would get too hot in the summertime, she'd just go lay in the tub.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
She'd go sleep in the tub.
But yeah, we would just watch
those metal tubs were cast iron.
Whatever they
That's
were.
why they weighed. That's why they weighed 1,000 pounds.
Right.
It was fucking cold.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, we would go down in the basement because it's not below the frost line, but it's really close to it. And it's a constant temperature down there all year round. It doesn't matter what you do. So it's one of those things where, like, when I lived in the townhouse...
Is it like geothermal almost?
It's just
if it's
below the frost line.
Below the frost line, so far in the soil, it stays a certain temperature.
That's why don't die.
It's like 45 to 55 degrees or something like that.
No, it's like if it's 90, if it's 98 outside and it's 74 upstairs, it'll probably be like 8 to 10 degrees colder downstairs. Right. But it's just below. So
the frost line is about 3 to 5 feet below the surface. It remains a nearly constant temperature, generally between 45 and 50 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's why snakes and turtles hibernate.
So in the south, it's between 50 and 70. That's kind of weird that it's different regional.
Well, you're closer to the equator,
yeah.
Right? I just think it's like that's kind of like the way I'd want to do it, and that's why I think a bunch of people build their houses into the side.
That's why I just want to live in it. I just want to live in a basement.
Well, like you driving down the road and you see these houses, like if you're in the country or something like that. I know there's a couple out by you. It's just like all you see is a driveway and a roof, because the house is like on the backside of the hill. And it's basically under fucking ground. And honestly, if you think about it, it's a good way to build a house because that's just a concrete backing. You don't have to buy siding. You don't have to buy... You buy half the siding. And you don't have to have windows or anything.
I mean, that's what they did is you only had... That means you only had to do...
That's a hole.
If you build it all the way into it, you just have one wall.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
I think I'd really like a hobbit house.
But
I think a hobbit house would be cool. I was looking at Airbnb.
It's also a bomb shelter.
I was looking...
They hid from the Nazis.
Yeah. the hobbits hid from the Nazis.
I was looking at Airbnbs recently, on the Airbnb app or online, whatever, and they've got this new feature that's really cool, and it says, I'm flexible. Like, what are you up to? Like, where do you want to stay? And it says, I'm flexible. You click that I'm flexible. It literally is just a spread of all these interesting, cool things you could go stay at, like tree houses.
It'd be funny if like you were just looking at, you were on Pornhub and you'd be like, I'm flexible. Yeah. And it's just a spread.
So you're not going to pay me. So you're not going to pay for a subscription today, but you might next week.
You don't have to pay for Pornhub. Why would you ever buy a subscription to Pornhub?
I don't know. I think it's how it became popular. Everybody bought shit, but you were the dummy that paid for porn.
The stripper thing, the stripper site,
OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Strippers.com.
That's not a stripper site.
Well, I mean, it can be.
That's just a normal.
I think half the people on OnlyFans don't even strip.
Well, but don't you? Is it?
They just eat stuff.
My point was, isn't you got to have a subscription?
Yeah.
Technically,
I think it's free to sign up, but then to be able to like
you gotta
see
subscribe
shit.
to other people.
You just
see,
basically like if they have
to see exclusive content.
Yeah, here's how much
pay like $10 a month.
Here's how much a 3-minute video costs, and you pay that, and you get a 3-minute video, and you literally get like here's like it like the.
Wait, so is it personal to you, or it's just pre-made content? And
no, it's personal. It can
be.
It can be.
Okay.
So if you're like personal, like it's categories. It's like
$600 to shove this light bulb up your light bulb.
No, then I gotta go to the ER. My hospital.
That's what I mean. But
so it's basically like a 3-minute
Yeah.
video of whatever you want, but I can't do this, this, and this. Or it's like
$600 to put my feet in a bowl of pudding.
Nobody's gonna pay that.
They might.
Somebody
might.
You got to start your bar low.
If you might, let me know.
First, you got to do
massage a carrot.
Well, first you got to do $5.
Carrot.
First, you got to do $5.
Why?
You got to listen. You got to do first. First, you got to start at low here. So you start at like $5. You get 3 pictures of my toes, 2 without fingernail polish, and 1 with.
Ain't worth it.
I know.
$20. $20 you get 3 pictures.
$20.
50.
$20.
And then it's like $600 if you want me to put it in a bowl of fucking ice cream.
$20 a month. You get daily uploads of feet. Then $40 a month. Or no, let's just jump up 50. 50, you get feet like and with extras, and it's just like we have we do different series. So we do like you'll like stroke veg.
How did we go from How do we go from Hobbit holes to Airbnb to OnlyFans?
It's a subscription.
It's the same thing.
There's this girl on TikTok that's like...
Now you're switching it to TikTok?
Yeah.
I wasn't done
There's
yet.
this girl on there's this girl on TikTok that's like, hi, welcome to my OnlyFans. How you doing, honey? And she's like, hey, babe, let's grate this onion. Oh, you like that? Does that smell good, babe? Ha, welcome to my OnlyFans.
It makes me fucking cry.
She's like, this is making me hot.
You know, people love that shit, though. They just... Nasty fucking dude. Just
It's funny because she's like,
Mop that
welcome to
up.
my OnlyFans, but she only cooks.
Yeah.
And she goes, hey, babe, how's it going? Welcome back to my OnlyFans. What are we making
There's
today?
some lonely fucking people out
Let's
there.
do pulled pork mac and cheese. I like that meat. And she's like, ha, it's okay, babe. It's funny. I think it's pretty funny.
You imagine if she gets
Okay.
mad, though? She's like, these noodles aren't al dente, you fucking slut. And then
Some
she's-
people also like that.
Yeah. So anyway, what were you saying?
Abuse.
What were you saying then?
I was like, well, if you do $50 a month, then you can get, like, series. So you can do, like...
A
you can-
Halloween series.
You can put,
my
like,
toes like
fuzzy
unicorns.
socks and then do, like, puppets. Like, feet puppets. And then you could do, like, a
Video
veggie series where you
watching
just
people.
stroke,
you
like,
do like naked zombie or some shit.
dick-shaped fucking veggies with your feet.
But
and,
not
like,
celery.
no, not
Because
celery.
no one likes celery.
Nobody likes celery. Celery is fucking gross. Unless there's peanut butter and raisins on it. Nah.
Mm.
Ants on a log.
Hey, can
Ants on a log.
your cousin cook?
Yeah, which one?
Huh?
Which one?
Murphy.
No.
Okay, well, sorry. Sorry.
That's why she's bringing pop to Thanksgiving.
No, she's not.
Who is?
sorry for the side note, everybody. It's just I seen a message. We're planning Thanksgiving and we rented
Thanksgiving is in the
yeah,
works.
we planned it. We're planning Thanksgiving and everybody's
Yeah, it's fucking August.
but everybody's planning on what they're getting. Cheyenne's family likes to prepare.
Oh my god.
But,
you can't cook.
But basically, so we're planning
Thanksgiving's
Thanksgiving.
gonna be ruined.
We're planning it, and we're renting a shelter. We're renting a shelter house so we can have a bunch of room because nobody's house or like place that they live is big enough for everybody. So we're renting a shelter house.
We're all fucking poor, aka.
We're spending money to rent a place. That's not it.
I
We
mean,
just
but it's
need a
cheap.
bigger space because everybody only has a 2-bedroom apartment with like
Yeah.
600 square feet.
The person with the biggest house is Ryan, and Ryan don't want anybody over. So
Fuck no.
but basically, it's basically like nobody has room for like 10 to 15 people. So we're renting a shelter house in our hometown, so everybody can go and hang out. And we're inviting, we're able to invite more people if we want
Whoever
to.
wants to come.
Yeah, we're inviting more people if we want to. But it's one of those things where
Excuse me.
if you can't cook, we don't want you to cook.
This is like a southern diss. Like if you have to buy ice or you have to buy 2 liters or if you're bringing paper plates, that is the polite way to say
we're not
you
Southern.
can't fucking cook.
We're not.
The thing
Southern.
is, like, who can't make, like, the meatballs and, like, the little smokies and shit? That's just easy.
Okay, well
They
she...
nicknamed her cousin Murphy because of Murphy's
If
Law.
if
Murphy's
anything
Law.
bad that can happen, it will happen.
That's Murphy's Law.
And she decided to bring mac and cheese, and I swear to God, if she brings Kraft with the powder fucking cheese, I'll wring her neck.
Hey, there's a right way to make it now. You just throw the cheese in there
Velveeta.
with the water.
What? Ew.
No, it's milk.
Huh?
Talk about like the TikTok videos where
Yeah.
they put a block. It's milk. It's not water.
Well, no, you put instead of, like, wait and drain the noodles and then do it in there, you throw the powder in there while it's boiling, and it, well, like, when it soaks up the water, it soaks up the powder as well.
If you eat powdered mac and cheese, you're a fucking trash.
You're a criminal.
That's Kraft.
Kraft is gross.
Kraft is not crafty. It's fucking lame.
Fucking excuse me.
I'm
It's fucking
gonna-
lame. Use real cheese, bitches.
Please.
So Murphy, so she
If
like,
the cheese comes with your macaroni, you're trash.
I don't.
I'm sorry, you're
No,
trash.
Okay.
Go
but-
buy a block of fucking cheddar.
quit staring into my soul like I said.
I know
something
you
last
do
week.
it.
Okay.
No, I don't.
You can buy. This is my standpoint. I will still love you if you buy box mac and
Now
cheese.
we're to Thanksgiving.
But if you buy mac and cheese, it's got to be a cheese pouch, not a powder pouch. I will still love you as long as you're not putting water in your mac and cheese. Thank you for coming to my
That's the
TikTok.
bare extent. That's the bare fucking minimum.
Thank you for coming to my mac and cheese OnlyFans. I appreciate your donations.
And then there's the mac and cheese that's just like I talk about, like your grandma makes, and your grandma's not the best cook. but
It's
she's got
macaroni featuring a little bit of cheese.
Yeah, literally. It's fucking wet pasta. That's
It's
literally-
like if macaroni wore cheese lingerie.
Hey, well, we're definitely going to get into more of this when it gets closer to Thanksgiving. It was just a little side note because we were planning on seeing the message and the reason why you select certain people to bring stuff because they can't cook. That
or
or they
they're
don't
just
want
not.
to.
They're trying. They're trying so hard, but they're just not fucking good at it.
I can't cook either.
Well, I know, but you wouldn't volunteer
I
to
would
bring
be over
something that you wouldn't volunteer to bring a fucking
Yeah, I'm
coconut
making-
cream pie.
I'm making I mean, I bet I could do it, but I'm making tiramisu.
Yeah, that's what I'm making.
Just set it on the floor. Set you on the floor, bitch.
Anyway, sorry for the side note.
I'm not sorry at all. Don't make Kraft macaroni and cheese. It's disgusting. You
Yeah.
vile creature.
So that was
With
just a little
love.
side note, everybody. But anyway, back to what we were talking about. But I'm gonna take it back to the Airbnb because I thought it was really cool how
Was it?
it was. If you go to the app
The
and you
treehouse
click,
one was really
if
cool.
you click I'm flexible on where you go. Well, if you let me finish, it was basically they have tree houses, places with giant
You
pools,
can relive your childhood dreams.
boats.
I know. I wanted to stay in a boat in Illinois. I think it was in Illinois or something like that. Maybe it was in Indiana,
Where
but
are
it
they
was
going to put a boat in Illinois?
what? It was an Airbnb. They took a boat, cut it in half,
Sweetheart,
and attached
when
it
we
to
were
a
driving
house.
through Illinois to
Oh, I
go.
thought you was talking a boat on a lake.
No, they
Oh
do
my-
have boats though.
No,
If you go up to, like, Chicago and stuff?
if you click that in the center,
Yeah.
if you click that in the center, it shows I'm flexible. So it's tree houses, amazing pools, domes, beachfront,
Ooh.
mansions, cabins, islands.
A geodome out in fucking...
It's tiny homes. You can stay in yurts, farms, in the desert,
I mean, if you go up to like Michigan,
a
and
camper,
and
a
like-
houseboat.
Stay at a
They even have
farm
castles.
and
You can
pet
stay in a
your
fucking
sheep.
castle.
yeah, I know.
So it's one of those things where, but all the castles, I will say, are in Galway, Ireland. So, I mean, if you want to go to Galway, Ireland, there's a...
What's their native language? Is it English?
Ireland?
Yeah.
No, it's Celtic, right?
I don't think so.
Ireland?
Ireland's native language? Is it Irish?
Well,
Irish is not a language; it's a heritage. So it's an ethnicity. Being Irish.
No, not land. Language. Yeah, I have no idea. It's Irish. I told you, it's just Irish.
okay.
Today, Irish is recognized as the first official language of the Republic of Ireland. The Republic of Ireland.
And is officially recognized in Northern Ireland.
Oh,
and
it's
in the European
it's
Union.
Celtic.
Celtic. Celtic is
I think
an
we're
Irish-
fucking up, even though we have people in Ireland who listen to the show. Apologies if we're fucking shit up.
It says communities that speak Irish as their first language generally
I don't think it's very many.
in sporadic regions on the island's west coast are collectively called Gaeltac or Celtic. Celtic
Their
is an
official
Irish
languages are Irish and English.
Yeah.
So most of them speak English if they don't.
How
speak their native
do
language.
Gaelic language speakers preserve their language or whatever?
By speaking it.
By speaking it. Biash.
I just want to know, because I really want one of these bitches to, invite me to their castle. Because I'd go. I'd quit my job now to come hang out with you in your castle.
I don't think anybody would, though.
Well, why wouldn't they?
I don't know. If they haven't invited me and Cody, why would they invite you?
Because I'm cool.
I mean...
And I'm a girl.
Yeah, but I thought it was really cool how they made this feature and you can literally stay in a fucking dome or a mansion. And I will say the mansion is literally a freaking mansion. There's this one in Oklahoma. It's like $1,300 a night.
Oh, that's a lot.
But it's a mansion. I mean, when I say mansion, I mean
Okay, but
literally
that's
mansion.
somebody's mortgage.
They got that shit in Tennessee, though. It's like,
Yes, there's rich people,
I think
Well,
it's
I
like
know,
$2,000 a
but-
night, but it has like 14 rooms. It's like a mini resort.
right?
In
I-
Tennessee.
I
It's
just thought it was
it's
really
a
cool.
giant
Sir,
fucking house.
$1,300 here is a poor man's fucking damn mortgage.
If you tell me that it's $1,300 a night, I'm going to stay in a hotel.
Yeah.
To be honest, but yeah, I just thought it was really a really cool addition.
Unless you got a party of people
Could-
together,
Right? Because when you think about
that'd be fun.
going on a trip or on a vacation, it's like we'll stay in a fucking treehouse that somebody built.
I would.
Well, you don't think about it though.
Why wouldn't I?
What? At what point in time you're like, I'm gonna go stay in a treehouse if you
I
don't
was a
know that
child.
they exist. Like you don't
I
know
mean,
that they exist.
I've known they.
Treehouse.
When I get on there, I would just look at the unique
Do
stays.
you not watch National Geographics?
National Geographic.
National.
No, because it's paid for you have to buy it now.
Why?
Nat Geo Plus, everything's a plus now. You gotta
Um,
subscribe to fucking everything.
But when I looked at Airbnb,
I've never wanted fucking regular cable so bad.
Subscribe to me so I can finger your potatoes.
Yeah. Anyway, When I look at Airbnb, I just look for unique stays. I look for like the barns, and they had like repurposed garages and the boats and the tree houses, and like because I want to go back up. I wanted to go back up to Michigan, and if you go, over to the Great Lakes side, they have like actual houseboats, and you can stay on a houseboat, and just like, why would you want to stay in something if you have a choice to stay in something cool? Why would you want to stay? Why wouldn't you want to stay there instead of something? Instead of like a hotel.
House.
Yeah.
Okay, from my personal standpoint, there is, which I'm not everybody, but I want to stay.
That's right.
I want to stay somewhere that's not the same as where everybody else wants to fucking stay.
I know. Well, there was one spot because I just wanted to get away for a weekend by myself and like maybe take my dog or something. But there was a place in Michigan that was like a nature preserve. It wasn't classified as a nature preserve, but the owners did, and they have like this like gigantic garden,
kind of like that quail preserve across the street from your house.
Yeah, that was a shit show.
It's not a quail preserve; it's just a bunch of grass that's never been cut.
You can call
eco-biodiversity.
Turns out, if you want to make a quail preserve, just don't mow your fucking lawn for 3 years.
You can call it. Well, I mean, you can call it a squash potato, but it's a squash. But yeah, because I wanted to stay there, but they had like a paved. It was like a concrete yoga thing out there, and they.
How you gonna do yoga on concrete?
Well,
What's your map?
it was just flat. They made a level. They made it
joke.
level out there, and like they had a gigantic garden.
Do they have
and
goats?
They had all kinds of animals. But anyway,
we could do goat yoga here.
You could tell they were like hippie-ish kind of because they said as long as you're not doing anything that's not that's not harmful.
As long as you're not a fucking
you could basically go out there and walk around nude. Is what they were basically saying. And I was like, it was a free environment because it was like on their own property and it was just, they had a bunch of shit and it was really cool. And I was like, this would not be that bad. If I wanted to walk around naked, they would probably let me.
The book I've been listening to, he interviewed a lady and she was in her 60s, almost 70s. And she has lived at a nudist colony. She worked at a gas station, I think, for money. But she has lived in a nudist colony.
With clothes on?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, you have to have a job if you need money, but basically, so she's lived at this nudist colony since she was in her 20s. So like 40 years she's lived there, and like her grandkids have like grown up around it, and like they're actually like when they come visit they can't wear clothes, but it's basically brought a sense of, which isn't weird because basically she said it gave them a sense of loving their body, loving themselves,
It's
because
not
nobody gives a fuck what you look like at a nudist colony.
No, because it's only society that has sexualized nudity.
Yeah, it's one of those things like, look at that weird mole that you wouldn't have noticed on Jerry's shoulder if Jerry had a shirt on. That's fucking weird.
Like the one by your belly button.
Yeah, what?
You had a weird mole.
Well, that's like the hike. That hike we were talking about.
Which would be
did
fun.
we talk about that on here?
The nudie hike, yeah.
Yeah, you can take a nude hike, but you have to hike nude.
Yeah.
You have to hike nude.
I don't think I'd want any twigs near my coochie.
Right, but the thing is, you have to hike nude. The tour guides.
Sticker bushes.
The tour guides hiking nude. I'm guessing it's probably traveled really well, and they clean the trail up probably.
I hope so.
But it's one of those things like if you want to play, like if you want to swim in the lake that they have, or if you want to like hang out with all the activities, you got to be nude somewhat. Like whether you're not wearing a shirt or not wearing pants, it's just one of those things where she was talking about it made them comfortable with their own bodies and made them love themselves.
It's natural.
Right, because they grew up around it. And there's actually, there's like a nature preserve nudist colony that's where we grew up. There's one out there. And they sell like produce and homemade candles and a bunch of homemade like clothes, I think. They just sell all that shit to make their money, and they live in a giant fucking tent. When in the wintertime, you can see it through the trees. It's just a giant-ass tent that they live in.
We drove by there before, haven't we?
Yeah, I showed you where it was, and I was like, it is what it is. Everybody's like, go out there with the nudists and stuff, hang out with their weird asses.
Why are they weird? They
Exactly.
love themselves.
Yeah, that's right. They love themselves.
Power to
You
the floors.
You gotta hide behind your $300
Gucci belt.
Polo Ralph Lauren shirt with a giant polo guy on it. I just do not like Polo Ralph Lauren. I don't know why. I just don't like it. It's a shirt. It's just clothes. I don't get it.
It's like golf clothes, golf attire.
It's not golf.
Why it's not golf?
It's not golf.
She actually made my pillows in there.
Who did?
Ralph Lauren, I think, unless those were the ones I was going to buy that I didn't buy.
Your what?
Some
What
pillows.
the actual fuck is going on right now?
What are you talking about?
She makes stuff other than clothes.
Who?
Ralph Lauren.
It's a guy.
It's
whomever.
Polo Ralph Lauren
Okay.
is a polo player
He was
on
a
a horse.
polo player.
Yes, but they also make stuff other than fucking clothes.
Yes, they
Yes.
make cologne.
That's
they
what I'm
make
talking about.
They
I
make
almost
everything.
bought the pillows.
How much were they?
They were at TJ Maxx.
So not Polo Ralph Lauren.
She makes all kinds of things. I was like, who the fuck are you talking about?
Whatever. Whomever.
The lady
it is.
named Ralph?
I had a pig named Ralph.
That doesn't surprise me.
Oh, well, his name was Ralphie.
Wait, is that the one that
He
had
gets
seizures?
shot in the fucking eye?
That's the one that had seizures, right?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
he had one black eye. Why?
He had a black eye.
One black eye, like a black circle
Quit
around his
punching
eye.
your pig.
Did he have seizures?
didn't.
He did have seizures.
Yes,
right?
he's the one that had the seizures. Go to home.
Should have shot him.
We did. Home, not men. Home.
Why am I going to home?
What are you even on here for?
Why does it fucking matter
I
what
don't
Polo
know.
Ralph Lauren makes? They are a designer company. They're like fucking...
Hey, talk to
Gap.
her about getting sidetracked about pillows and shit.
They're like Gap. They're like Old Navy. They're like JCPenney. They're,
Talk to your brother.
they're just
He's
like
the one that
every
did it.
other fucking store.
Right.
I don't
Doesn't
like
matter.
JCPenney. They make shitty sweatshirts.
All right, let's pause for a pee break.
Jesus Christ. And we're back. And we're moving on from that stupid bullshit we were just talking about earlier.
Post pee break.
I did find out this week that somebody told me that, did you know that semen comes out of a dick at like 7 miles an hour? I think it's faster.
Was this at work?
Yes.
That's faster than I can walk.
I think it's faster because if you get like a good push, like
Yeah.
it'll shoot across the room.
Or on the back of your shoulder.
How bored are you at work that you have to have these conversations?
I was told this. I didn't have the conversation.
Was this like a approach?
Yeah.
Semen comes out of your dick at 7 miles an hour.
Yeah.
No.
Fun fact.
Yeah. Somebody walked me like, I read it somewhere. I'm pretty sure that semen comes out of a dick at 7 miles an hour. And I was like, I think it's faster now. I think it's more like 20. I was like, but you know what? I could be like a sneeze. I was like, because a sneeze comes out at like 200, but I don't think it's that
Yeah,
fast.
sneezes are like 200 and something miles an hour.
But then I was like, how fast can how fast can like a spit come out of a mouth? Because I'm pretty sure that's how fast semen can eject out of a dick.
Sneezes, thinking about sneezes, it's weird because like if you cover your mouth, you're never covering all of it. Like if you sneeze and you like cover your mouth too late,
It's like a
all
fart.
of that's already gone. Like it's already fucking out there in the world.
Well, it's like a fart. Once you sneeze or you fart, like it just goes everywhere. It's like a bomb exploding right out your fucking hole, either your mouth hole or
Your
your asshole.
sphincter, your face sphincter.
Your fucking balloon knot or your fucking mouth balloon knot. Either
Yeah.
way, it's just an explosion of
Right.
stuff.
So since we didn't record last week, have you been up to anything new? You watched any cool movies? I know we watched a few cool ones. We
I'm trying
watched.
to think. I don't remember.
We watched. We don't watch a lot. We don't watch a shit ton of TV. We kind of just watch it in the evenings for like an hour or two, basically, and then we just move on. It's usually some kind of show, but this weekend we had some time to just sit down and relax and watch a couple movies, and we did watch one. It's called America the Motion Picture, and it's animated.
It's kind of stupid, but it's funny.
It's kind of stupid, but it's hilarious. It's basically animated, and it's basically has all the founding fathers, but it's a cross between like Magic Mike, like the founding fathers, but they all lived at different times. Like all the presidents that are involved lived at different times,
Mhm.
but they're like friends and
And
shit.
Thomas Edison is a girl. Also, according to Men's Health, the average speed of male ejaculation is 28 miles an hour.
Boom. Half the speed of a cheetah.
So you can tell
Half the speed of a cheetah.
you can tell your work friend that
I already told her I didn't believe her.
That's like-
As soon as she's like, comes out at 7 miles an hour, I was like, it's bullshit. It comes
It's
out way
faster than that.
I put a speed gun on it.
You could get a whelp
Probably
from
could.
a cum shot. I guarantee it.
A whelp. Yeah. So here's that's what we watched. It was actually pretty good. And Paul Revere's that big dude. That big.
Is that
goofy ass.
fucking Paul
That's Blacksmith.
Blacksmith?
That's John Henry.
Yeah, that's what I mean, John Henry.
Oh, well, his
Blacksmith?
His name in the movie is Blacksmith.
Yeah.
He's a blacksmith.
I know. I know. And then the movie, his name is Blacksmith, but his hammer...
That sounds inherently racist.
His hammer's like forks.
That's like calling an Asian person Squints McGee.
That's awful.
But basically, you don't know it's John Henry until he holds up his hammer at the end and it says property of John Henry or something like that.
Oh.
But Thomas Edison is
It's a girl.
the Asian girl. And
is Abraham Lincoln a ghost?
Yeah.
Why is nobody else dead?
That's John Adams.
Why is he just a ghost?
Because Benedict
Did he get shot in the head before this happened?
Benedict Arnold killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but George Washington crossed the fucking Delaware way before Abraham Lincoln was alive.
They're all friends.
Time and space.
This is Paul Revere. That guy in the armor is Paul Revere.
I would say it's more like Christopher Columbus.
That's Paul
His
Revere.
name is Paul Revere in the movie.
Paul Revere in a suit of fucking armor.
What's
Yeah.
his name, babe? What's the Native American's name?
I can't remember. Hold
Squanto.
No.
No.
What is Squanto from? Lewis and Clark?
Squanto? No.
Yeah, what is that from?
Squanto's, I don't know. Something
What's
that
the
has to
show
do with
called?
America. America the Motion Picture.
American Motion Picture. I can't remember his name. Chief something. I can't remember. Anyway, American Motion, but Channing Tatum plays George Washington.
Who's the Irish looking dude drinking beer?
That's John Adams.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
That one's pretty good.
But anyway, basically it's not bad. It's kind of stupid and
Geronimo.
Geronimo, that's who it is. It's stupid and raunchy, but it was actually kind of entertaining. And then the other movie we watched after that is I love these British movies that come out of like Amazon. The Amazon Prime's been producing. They've been producing a lot of good British movies. Another one was
The Titanic also comes through carrying King George in that movie.
yeah.
Really?
There's a lot of like everything. They connect all of the stuff.
The
to
history
Easter.
just
Yeah,
fucking
but
crosses.
basically, like I like a lot of these British movies that Amazon Prime's been producing. A lot of British and like New Zealand and Australian movies. But basically, we watched this one called Where the Wilder People Live, and it's this kid named Ricky Baker who is a troubled teen.
Ricky Baker.
Who's a troubled teen, and he is a foster child. And he gets put in a foster family that live in the middle of the backcountry
in the bush.
in the backcountry bush of New Zealand, like on this farm.
Mm-hmm.
And they basically like hunt their food, garden all their vegetables and stuff like that. But basically, he's in this foster family. And
No spoilers.
yeah, no spoilers. But something happens, and it's just him and the man doesn't know how to read, and the husband
He's
doesn't know how to
He
read.
discovers a man.
But fun fact, it's the dinosaur guy from Jurassic Park. Not John
Dinosaur Man?
Not John Hammond.
Yeah, the dinosaur man.
The other one, yeah, the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. The raptors can slit your belly open with the third one, like one swift
claw?
move to their claw. But
I mean, he was in other movies too. He was
So basically-
he was in fucking Peaky Blinders. He was a detective guy.
right, so I recommend this movie if you're into like little stupid quirky movies.
If you liked Get Duped.
If you watch
it's
the movie,
Sam Neill.
Yeah, Sam Neill. But if there's another movie that we watched called Get Duped, that's another
It was
like
really
New
good.
Zealand movie, and it involves like they all involve like some kind of smoking weed and parties and just weird shit that happens basically in the middle of the fucking woods. And basically the kid and the guy have to go, they're basically like living in the woods for like 6 fucking months. They're in the woods for like 6 months, it turns out, trying to like survive and shit. It's actually really good. I recommend
Okay,
it.
so you just spoiled the whole fucking movie.
That's like Moonrise Kingdom.
If you read the thing, it says that.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
That's like Moonrise Kingdom. Have you seen Moonrise Kingdom?
No.
It's on, it's on Netflix, and it's got who's in it? It's got Bill Murray. It's got Edward Norton. It's got Bruce Willis, and it's about It's about an island like on the East Coast, and there's this kid who's a foster kid, and it's about the Scouts, and he runs away with his neighborhood girl. And they just go and they end up like getting married. Like these Scouts marry him. It's like it's in the 70s. is when it was. It's
Literally,
fun.
okay.
It's really fucking weird.
So
But it's a
literally,
good movie.
literally, if you want to know the entire plot of the movie that's going to ruin the whole fucking plot for you,
Just
Google where the Wilder people are, and you never have to fucking watch it because it literally ruins everything.
You mean Hunt for the Wilder people?
No, it's called. Oh yeah, Hunt for the Wilder people. Sorry. Yeah, Hunt for the Wilder people. But it's. I think it's really funny.
It's just like a shitty Alaskan... If Alaskan Bush people made a movie, that's what this is.
Well, but this was really good.
No, but this one was good, and then like we talked about get duped a while back. There's literally a thing called the Duke of Edinburgh, not Duke of Edinburgh. So the Duke of Edinburgh is a contest of Boy Scouts, and they go camping and shit.
This is like a spinoff.
This is a spinoff of Duke of Edinburgh, but it's like twisted. And it's these 4 teenagers that are lost in the fucking bush. It's basically like New Zealand or Australia.
It's basically like a Bad Boys program, but you're out in the woods.
Yeah, basically. But it's fucking hilarious.
It's good.
It's really funny.
Yeah, we talked about it, but... Well, that's like, I watched Amazon Prime. It was BBC, and it was...
Boys in the Wood.
It was Mr. Witcher, and there was like 3 or 4 movies. And he's just like this English detective that goes through shit.
We also seen on Netflix that they just released an animated series of The Witcher.
Oh, I thought that's what he was talking about.
Is that what you're talking about?
No, this is Mr. Witcher. It's a detective
Oh, wow.
show on Amazon Prime.
Did you ever watch Wiener Dog?
What?
Wiener Dog.
No, why would I watch that?
You have a sick, twisted sense of humor, and I think you'd enjoy it.
We told you to watch it.
Oh, is that where the dogs fucking die?
Dog.
Oh, excuse me, one dog.
He dies at the end.
That's the thing. It's like Old Yeller.
Damn it, we're ruining the movie.
Sorry. Well, it is. It's like Old Yeller, but it's a fucking
Dotson.
dog that nobody cares about.
You mean Dachshund?
Yeah, but this dog doesn't
Dog's
save
dog.
anybody like Old Yeller did.
Oh, he's just cute.
Yeah, they fucking.
But anyway, Wiener Dog is.
But you know, anything that has fucking Danny DeVito in it is not like legit serious, right?
It's not a serious movie. It's just kind of sad. It's a dark, starkly funny story of a single dog and the many different people she touches over her short lifetime.
Like physically touches,
No.
like a
Kind
perv.
of.
Kind of.
No.
It's basically like. So if you think about it this way, it's kind of relatable to like shelter animals.
It's just every dog. Every dog is like that.
Every dog, cat, whatever shelter animal is like.
No, not
Shelter
cats,
guinea
sir.
pig.
Not cats.
Oh,
aren't
and
like that at all.
Kieran Culkin's in it too.
No, nobody's like, hey, you remember that one cat? No. Everybody's like, hey, you remember
There's
that
actually
one
a decent cast in here, like Danny DeVito, Kieran Culkin. There's a lot of like there's a couple like big actors
dog?
in
You know, it
here.
was made in 2015, right?
16.
Whatever.
So yeah, just go check out Wiener Dog. It's on Amazon Prime.
No,
It's free.
if you cannot handle death, murder, sick, twisted sense of humor, don't watch Wiener Dog. But if you do have a really weird, sick sense of humor, then go ahead and watch
If you
Wiener
like
Dog.
weird, fucked up movies, go check out Wiener Dog. Go check out all the movies we listed
Yeah.
today. Because I have that weird, sick, twisted humor. I like to watch movies that just don't fucking.
Right. Also, Amazon,
You just don't take your kids to see them.
Amazon Prime, sponsor us.
Yeah.
We'll promote your shit.
Jeffrey Basil.
Jeffrey
Dahmer.
Basil. No.
Eating dicks and making zombies.
We really
Jeffrey
eat wieners?
worked in a chocolate factory. Drilled in people's heads and made them zombies. Jeffrey Dahmer fucked you in your sleep, wouldn't let you go. Cops come and be like, why is this little boy running around naked? And you'd be like, he's my boyfriend, leave us alone. And he'd take you back in the house, and then he'd fucking eat you. Jeffrey Dahmer.
Well, it's a good thing I'm here.
You're talking about us taking a sick, twisted turn.
He'd love Wiener Dog.
I mean, Jeffrey he's just a great guy.
Who worked at the call
He's a great
center?
guy. I let him.
He got his.
I would let him pick where we have the company picnic.
They beat him to death with a mop handle and then
Did they really?
fucked him with it.
Well,
Jesus,
you get what
Brian.
you deserve.
Well,
I believe they call that sodomy.
Anglemora.
if you already did, it doesn't matter.
Huh?
Anglemora.
Sodomy, not Sodom and Gomorrah.
What the fuck?
Anyway.
Anyway, any more sad movies you want to talk about?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. What?
I just thought you would like Wiener Dog.
I know I still haven't watched. Anyway, want to get some news stories?
Yeah!
I know we got a few.
News stories.
Would you like to do yours first?
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead and do yours first.
I took it off my tabs because you pulled it up.
Oh, I
You can read
forgot. I forgot she admitted that if she read the news article, it would literally say the title.
I just tell you the title.
She would be done reading it.
Yep.
So this was published a few days ago. So this baby shark was born in an all-female tank. They're calling it the miracle shark. So this is kind of a phenomenon, I guess.
Miracle shark, do.
Miracle shark, do.
Oh no, copyright.
I thought it was do.
I meant no.
Virgin Mary and a shark.
Praise her.
So the shark was born in the Aquario Cala Gonone in Sardinia, Italy.
You could have said the shark was born in an aquarium in Italy.
Yeah.
So the shark has been named Ispera by staff at the aquarium and is thought to be the result of parthenogenesis reproduction, an asexual reproduction in which an egg can develop into an embryo without being fertilized by a sperm.
If correct, semen.
If correct, it would be a breakthrough for marine science.
A literal breakthrough.
What if one of their sharks is a hermaphrodite?
It's Jesus.
The shark?
Jesus' shark.
This shark belongs to Jesus.
The shark is Jesus, God damn it.
Alright. Don't eat
Jesus,
look at him in all his glory.
So staff at the aquarium say the mother of little Ispera is one of the 2 females that have spent 10 years.
Can call him Jesus.
Jesus. His name is Ispera.
What's that mean in English?
Oh.
I have no fucking idea.
Asparagus.
So the mother is one of 2 females that have spent 10 years in the same tank with no males present. The staff have sent 2 DNA samples, one from each of the female sharks, to a lab to
It means hope.
Hope? Mm-hmm. Hope the shark. So it's a girl?
We don't know.
Should have called it like Scissor or something. Them 2 females got it. Ew. I think what's more impressive is 2 lesbian sharks.
2 lesbian sharks made a baby shark.
So they sent DNA away to basically sum up the theory that happened. Sum up what happened basically. However, due to the coronavirus pandemic, they could be waiting a while for the results to come back. Parthenogenesis births essentially result in clones of the parents, since the embryo only receives genetic material from one individual.
So basically, the mommy shark might have spawned the baby.
Spawn.
Shark Halo.
Shark Halo.
Can you imagine that shit?
Huh?
Respawn Shark Halo.
I was thinking more of, what's that block one?
Minecraft?
Yeah, I was thinking more Minecraft. But whatever,
How
Halo's
do you
cool
respawn?
Too. You
in
die in
Minecraft?
Respawn is just reborn.
You don't die in... You
You do die in Minecraft.
You die in Minecraft?
Yeah.
What's the point?
You come back.
Why is Minecraft fun?
You can play on survival mode.
Because you can build whatever you want, and then
Yeah.
somebody comes along and destroys it.
Yep.
That's why it's fun.
Or the zombies.
Don't they do that in fucking Fortnite? You
I
just
don't
build
know.
forts and shit?
No, it's an RPG. It's a game. You shoot people. You kill people. Minecraft is more like it can be anything.
Yeah. You build whatever you want.
It's like
you can farm llamas or whatever you want.
Minecraft is the game of life.
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah, pretty much.
You want to be a llama farmer? Guess who's a fucking
Minecraft.
llama farmer? This guy.
Until somebody comes along and impregnates your llamas and then kills them and then fucking eats them and then burns
Why
your
would
house
somebody
down.
want to kill all your stuff?
Because they're jerks.
I don't know. Obviously, fucking
Can you kill people
nature,
in it?
huh? Yeah.
Yeah. If
Obviously,
you play survival mode.
nature's weird. I mean,
They got
obviously,
little
shit can be
zombies and
born
all
out of
kinds of
nothing.
stuff.
I've never played Minecraft at all.
What?
Huh?
What?
Have you played Minecraft?
Yeah.
I haven't played. And I have a Minecraft Xbox edition. Actually.
I thought Minecraft was literally like
Is the
a
Xbox
mine.
One?
Yeah.
Like you plant mines and shit. I thought that's what it was.
You
at
can
first.
mine for gems in Minecraft.
Yeah.
I literally thought that's what it was.
No.
And you can craft stuff with your crafting table.
Anyway, so parthenogenesis birth, so it basically results in a clone of the parents in the embryo. Since the embryo hasn't had any genetic material from one individual, from one individual. One of the most usual ways for this form of reproduction to occur is when the egg is fertilized by a still immature egg cell that behaves almost like sperm.
Wow, that's neat.
So usually parthenogenesis happens in lower plants and invertebrate animals like ants, wasps, or bees, although it was also noticed in some species like reptiles, fish, and even birds who would normally reproduce sexually.
Aren't
sharks a fish?
Which is weird because they're all cold-blooded.
Sharks are cold-blooded?
Mm-hmm.
Cold-blooded?
Yep.
I can't talk today.
Me neither, dude. It's all good.
Are sharks fish? I don't think they
Yes,
are.
they're fish.
Sharks are fish,
And
not
they're
food.
actually they're not
mammals.
mammals.
Oh, what?
Sharks are
They're
fish
fish,
and not
not
mammals
mammals.
because they lay eggs, right?
Some of them do, but some
they
of them
do
have
not
live births.
exhibit any features of humility or self-sacrifice.
No, but
They do not pick their kids up from school.
individual birth.
Well, if you're not left to find a Nemo.
Somebody's getting fucked out here. There's just not babies popping out.
So
Well, some sharks do give live
they're
births.
not fit. They're not fish because sharks are not warm-blooded.
Yeah, they're cold-blooded. Told you.
Though sharks are fish, their structure and frame is made up of cartilage, not bones. Sharks are carnivores and they eat smaller fishes as meals.
I don't think fishes is a word.
Yes, it is. We already
You're
talked about this.
multiple
It's a
groups.
double plural. If fish means a group of fish, it is multiple species of fish. Fishes.
Also,
Like
majority-
deers, if you're talking about multiple species of
Species of
deer, then it's deers.
Yeah.
See, when you get down to the nitty-gritty like that, people just come off as an asshole.
Well, you have to be correct, too.
The way, did you know that
This is straight from Neil deGrasse Tyson's mouth.
fishes is plural of different species?
Also, most sharks give birth to live young.
Yeah. And obviously, none of them getting fucked because this one came out of nowhere.
And most meth
All
heads
hail.
don't give birth to live young.
Jesus Shark.
Most fish, yeah.
Nobody heard that.
What?
Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Because it was stupid.
Everybody else heard it.
The ether.
I said most meth heads don't give birth to live young.
Oh,
So,
that's
whoa! Wow. However,
I'm the fucking bad guy.
as yet it has
Did
not
you hear
been-
this shit? Most meth heads don't give birth to live young.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they survive for like 10 minutes and then they croak out.
Jesus.
Aww, I bet most of them don't even come to full term. Be real.
That's one thing. This shark had a chance at life. None of them stood a chance.
Oh God, let's get
This
out
thing
of
was a
here.
miracle, and you can't even have a meth baby. Crazy
That's so
shit.
sad. Okay.
However, as yet it had. I said one thing and you guys took it way too
You
far.
started it. I'm just
You did.
stating natural facts of life.
We just kind of threw gas on the fire that already existed.
Yeah.
Later, dude.
You should have thrown diesel on. Diesel burns hotter.
These burns cleaner.
Let me tell you, you ain't had a s'more until it's been roasted on a fire fueled with some diesel fuel. That's the best s'more I ever did have.
All right, continue.
I just love to taste the terpenes in the mallow.
Is there anything else we need to read about this miracle?
So,
Jesus?
however, as yet, it has not been recorded in smooth hound sharks. I guess is the species of shark.
That's the species of shark.
Meaning,
yeah.
if true, Aspara's birth would be a significant scientific breakthrough. In March last year, a female Komodo dragon in Chattanooga Zoo in Tennessee gave birth to triplets without having a male partner.
To me,
That's cool.
it's just a cold-blooded thing.
Yeah.
Cold-blooded animal thing.
So the female named Charlie has been placed with a male Kadal in the hopes of them breeding. However, after laying 3 eggs, which became hatchlings, the DNA test confirmed that they were all hers.
The
So
Komodo
she
dragon.
made 3 clones.
That's really cool.
Nature's finest. We try to clone and defeat nature by cloning, and they clone themselves.
Who's really the winner here?
Nature. Nature always wins.
Make your house an asexual house.
Are we? We're not asexual.
We're not asexual. Now,
Well.
we are not.
Yeah. Well, are we?
I'm not asexual.
I don't know what that means.
There is a group of people that are
You
asexual.
only like yourself?
No, there is a group of people that are
There's
asexual.
also a spectrum of asexuality.
Right.
I don't even
there-
know what that. I don't even know what it means.
It's part of like the LGBTQ plus.
Yes, I know, but what does asexual mean?
Let me look it up.
Mean you only love yourself?
Well, you're not.
Are you only fuck
Depending-
yourself? Because if it is asexual, you only fuck yourself. That's
It
me.
depends on what part of the spectrum of asexuality you're on.
Asexuality is the lack of sexual orientation or sexuality, not an orientation.
So you don't have it. You're not male or female. You're just nothing.
So asexuality is a denial of one's natural sexuality. These are just the basic
it's a
facts.
libido thing.
Five basic facts, basically. Asexuality is generalized low libido.
So if you don't have sex with your
like
opposite,
you could do with or without it.
so if you don't have sex with your opposite sex or your current sex, you are technically asexual.
Depends on what part of this. It's a spectrum.
That's
it's
me.
a spectrum.
That's me.
So basically, like the first definition, asexuality is a lack of sexual orientation or sexuality, not an orientation.
So
Asexual is sexual aversion.
So I know somebody who is asexual, and she just like her form of asexuality is she's not into any.
Now, does she consider herself a she then?
She's going through a transition. And
So is
yeah.
she a they, or does she still see
she
herself
like
as
she
a
still
female?
accepts herself as a she,
Okay.
but eventually she would like to transition
Okay.
To what?
to a male, and she identifies as asexual, and her like with her. She says as on her
Ryan,
on the spectrum-
our cousin is asexual.
He said he's liquid.
Oh, it's a what is
fluid,
it?
gender
Fluid.
fluid.
Gender
Gender
fluid.
fluid.
Did you say a liquid?
He said he's gender. He said he's gender fluid, like liquid.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, so basically, our cousin is gender fluid, as in they identify themselves. If they wake up one day and they want to be a girl, then they're a girl. Or if they wake up the next day and they want to be a boy, then they are a boy. It's basically they want to. They are who they are.
At that point in time.
At that point in time, whatever they want to be.
Eventually, she would like to transition and be identified as a male. But
Okay.
on her, where she identifies on the spectrum of asexuality is she doesn't get sexual urges, and nothing about sexual endeavors entices her, floats her boat at all.
I feel like you're just dead inside.
But
then.
like if she had a partner and they wanted to do it, then she would for them because she knows that they would get pleasure
But not
out of
for
it.
her.
Yeah, but she doesn't get pleasure out of it.
I feel like that's like
It sounds like a group of only givers. That doesn't
feel like
It's interesting.
some nice people.
like if you don't gain pleasure from sex but you still want to do it. I feel like that's like more of like I wouldn't want to say sociopathy, but like something
No,
like mentally.
it is not. It's not that. It is. Shyanne loves crafting, so we're spending a weekend in a fucking town that I have to drive 4 hours to spend a weekend at a craft festival.
Even though it might
Because
not
she
particularly float.
Loves
Cody's boat.
crafting. I don't love crafting. She loves crafting, but I am dedicating and spending money for a weekend
For
and
your
me
partner.
driving 4 hours
You know what
for
that is?
my partner.
That's just love.
Exactly.
Love powers everything.
That's the whole thing. If you have, like Shyanne said, if her friend has a partner and they want to have sex, then it is up to them to pleasure their partner because they care
would
about
choose to,
them.
yeah.
They care about them.
But that's just where she's at on the spectrum.
right. It just depends, though. But that's asexuality.
Maybe I'm asexual. I don't know.
See, anybody can be asexual.
That's well. I mean, judging by that is if you.
Well,
don't
it's also a spectrum, so you may be on the low end or the high end.
You might be asexual in a way as you.
I don't have sex, but that's.
Do you care if you do?
Do I care if I have sex?
Do you want to? Is what I'm saying.
I mean, sure. Who doesn't want to? I mean, yes, I want to. I was gonna say who doesn't want to, but then again, we just proved that wrong. Yeah, sure.
Like she said, like Shyanne said, it's like it's a spectrum. It's you don't, but you want to, or you do, but you don't want to, so you decide not to anymore. Or you want to be the opposite gender, but then if you're a girl and you're asexual and you want to transition to a boy, but you only want to date girls, but you're not into girls now because you are a girl, but when you turn into a boy, when you transition into a boy, you want to be into girls.
I love boobies too much to transition over to something
Many
else.
men have boobs.
I mean, like boobs.
Oh.
Tits, actual tits.
Our boobs are made out of the same thing.
Yes, I know.
fat.
But I don't want hairy nipples. I want regular ass nipples.
Cheyenne has hairy nipples, so you're not missing anything.
I mean, not like, but like fucking big, like eye fucking.
Oh no, not like eyelash hairs.
Mine I get fuck. You know those eyelashes you put on Volkswagen
Cars.
Beetles?
No.
Them motherfuckers flap like this.
No,
so I
it's-
get
Now some women do have that, but it's caused by PCOS, polycystic
I had
ovarian
a-
syndrome.
I just don't want the
That's not
fucking,
their fault.
you know, Eva from Emperor's New Groove, her fucking eyelashes.
Oh,
that shit. Like
spider
a
lashes.
dead spider's legs.
one of my
Wax.
roommates in
I'm not
college.
waxing my nipple.
Oh, are we talking about your nipples?
Anybody.
You have Yzma eyelash
Yeah,
nipples?
That's what I mean. They're like spider legs. They're all
Okay.
Yzma from Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah, they're like all crinkly, like spider legs. Like if they had life, they'd be like,
Okay, 1 cup of coffee, and then we'll go. No, but
Oh my
that's like
gosh.
one of my roommates in college. He had a girlfriend, and she was talking about her mom. Her mom was a stripper, or is a stripper, or was back at the time, and she
once
had
a stripper, always a
she
stripper.
had inverted nipples.
Oh shit.
So she had inverted nipples.
What does
which
that mean?
Inverted nipples
They're
is like
booked in?
when you take when you
So like a belly button.
so like when you if you press a remote.
Did it get lint in it?
If you press the remote and
Damn.
the button sticks, that's basically an inverted nipple.
Oh no.
It's a nipple, but it's basically concave. It's kind of weird. But yeah,
Ew.
that's pretty much it.
That's weird.
It's a
Can-
concave nipple.
Can you have a semi-inverted nipple?
I have no idea.
Like sometimes it's an innie and sometimes it's an outie?
No
Like
idea.
like a wiener?
Like when it get hard to like, does it like poke out?
Yeah.
Kind of like how when you stick a plunger in the toilet, but
I don't know,
but it
guys.
gets like it gets mushroomed out, and
Somebody
you gotta
let
like,
me know.
Let me know how your inverter nurples.
Can you have semi-inverted nipples?
Can you have semi-inverted
like
nipples?
one. What if one was inverted and the other one wasn't?
Welcome to my life.
And it was like how you put like a
You
square.
actually do have one.
I have one
So you know what I'm talking
semi-inverted
about.
nipple.
So you know what I'm talking about?
Sometimes it does, and sometimes
Then why are
it
you
doesn't.
asking? Can you have
Well,
one?
because I don't know if it's fucking normal. I don't know if that's what it's called.
You are you, so you are normal.
Well, I know, but I want to know what it is scientifically. I've already been checked.
No, the wiener dog's name was Cancer in the movie.
Also true.
What?
You have to watch the movie. I can't tell you.
It was doomed from the get.
Watch the movie.
No, this is at the end of the movie.
What's your wiener dog's name? Cancer.
That's what she said.
It's
She
a
goes,
blind old lady.
yeah, name's Cancer.
Jesus Christ.
You need to watch the movie.
I'm not watching.
The coolest part of the movie is the little musical break.
Yeah, the
It's just
intermission.
It's the intermission. It's the wiener dog just walking across the desert with a little cowboy hat and then walking across the field. It's kind of cool.
It's really cute.
Yeah.
Dumb.
It's cute.
So anyway, back to the next news article. So an Olympic gold medal has to be replaced after being bit into.
What?
Yeah, it's okay. It's
Oh,
fucking
shoot.
insane. It's fucking insane. So I'll show you the video after I read the
Making
article.
sure it wasn't a chocolate coin.
So gold medalist.
I think they're just checking to see if it's real. He's like, is that real? Like you wear it around town and you're just like, is that real? Yeah, it's real.
So
All kinds
I'll
of
show you
fucking-
the.
Because they have to give them back.
I'll show you the video after I read the article real quick.
I don't think
So-
they get to keep them.
so
or
gold-
they send them another one. I don't
So
know.
listen. So gold medalist Miyu Gado, who received her award this year for defeating the U.S. in softball in Japan.
Which one?
This one right here
Oh,
on the
okay.
right. So that's the gold medal. That's the victim right there, the gold medal right there.
Excuse me.
So basically, Takashi Kawamura, mayor of Nagoya in Japan, is the one who bid into the medal during a press interview. On Thursday, organizers from Tokyo 2020 said the International Olympic Committee, or the IMC, would sort out a replacement as well as covering all costs for the replacement. Following the stunt, the phrase germ medal had been circulating throughout Japan afterwards. So she was nice enough to actually not get angry about it when it did happen. But it was basically the mayor was doing an interview, and I guess it was like her local mayor where she might have been from.
Yeah.
But he was doing an interview, and
I'd be pissed.
there was like a trend. There
But
was
the
like
thing is, like, gold is still fragile. He could put
It's-
bite marks
it's
in it.
really
he
valuable.
did, and that's why they replaced it.
So was she playing for Japan?
Yeah, she played softball for Japan, and there's her picture right there. I
Look
didn't know
at
what she
those
looks like.
legs.
So I'm playing the video now.
So it's around the mayor's neck now.
Oh shit!
And he just bites into it.
And that's her. That's her who handed it to him wearing the mask.
Where's the teeth marks?
It might show it later if you turn it up on the TV a little bit.
No. So we take a bite of it now.
So she actually doesn't get mad, but he does put bite marks in it. That and not the only thing is also where like the pandemic of COVID in Japan is really, really bad still. So it's one of those things where you just put something in your fucking mouth that belongs to somebody else. You know what I mean?
It's like this bitch put teeth marks in my metal. All right. Continue.
So it's one of those things where, like, and that's why the term germ metal went around all of Japan, because this shit happened. It's just like, especially in Japan with the population and like the close quarters of everybody, staying 6 feet apart in Japan.
That's the thing. Can you imagine how
do you know the hardest thing about the COVID in Japan? Staying 6 feet apart. You know how fucking hard that would be? Everybody's like running up on everybody.
If my cousin gets to come back, I want to ask him. I mean, he's on base, but...
Right, because her cousin's in the military and he's in Japan,
He's
actually.
Japan.
Where is he? In Okinawa?
Okinawa.
He's in Okinawa right now, but they've been hit by a fucking tsunami and the whole
Yeah.
literally, he's been there for like 3 weeks, and the whole base was locked down for like 2 weeks because they were getting hit by fucking tsunamis. So he's literally got there for 3 weeks, and he's been training for years and learning Mandarin to go, and then
and now that he's there, he's learning Russian.
Why? Because I guess he's probably going to go to
Because the
Russia.
Russians are taking over Japan.
I don't know. I'm not allowed to discuss
We're not allowed to discuss this. But anyway, yeah, so he's basically been locked. He was locked down for like 2 weeks, because I'm guessing it's over now. But he was locked down for like 2 weeks, like a couple weeks after he got there because of the tsunami. And now he's getting ready to come back because he had like a bum knee injury basically or something like that.
He's got really bad knees.
Yeah,
he's had them since he was in basic.
Everybody, half the dudes I meet have a bad knee. Like there's a person that just started my job that I'm training, and he's a year younger than we are. He's like, I got a bum knee, man. I was like, why does everybody I fucking know have bad knees? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, everybody, literally half the people I know that are younger have bad knees.
Well, the extensive, like him specifically, the extensive training that they go through, I imagine will fucking.
Is that when it happened, or
He's had it since training. He's had it since he was in San Diego.
Okay, so he's had it for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it happened. So did he get hurt?
I don't know.
Uh-huh.
And then they've been he's been trying to get medical attention since he was in San Diego, and it's taken him this long. Like, he's gone through basic, he's been placed 2 or 3 other times, and now he's finally out in Japan.
Well, I know he said he was like crying because it hurt so bad, basically.
He doesn't cry. My mom's never seen him cry even since he was little.
Military people don't cry. We hold it inside. I mean, not we. I've never
like a fart there.
Like a fart.
I don't know about you, but I let mine rip.
All right, so next article we have here, and this is kind of a longer one, but this is this. So this just gives you.
Why do you always tell sad news stories?
So this just gives you kind of a look into other worlds, and I know I don't.
Based on the media.
Other worlds. This is fucking Earth.
This literally might as well be another world.
You mean other countries?
Yeah, other countries and other religions and how they do things.
Have you not noticed what we're going through right now in fucking Afghanistan?
No, I know what you're talking about. It's just
another war.
It just seems unreal that this would happen in our world, but it does. It happens all the time. So, an 8-year-old boy could face the death penalty in Pakistan. He's the youngest person ever to be charged with blasphemy. According to a news source, the boy is accused of intentionally urinating on the carpet of a madrasa, which is a religious school. And I kind of sounded Latino when I said that. Sorry. The unnamed Hindu child is in protective police custody, and his family is in hiding.
Could you imagine? Because we have listeners in Pakistan. Could you imagine?
Do we really?
Yeah. But could you imagine? Like, because we talk about God all the time. Kind of shit on him a little bit. But...
Well, we're allowed to have open opinions.
Right, but if they come over here and they could just, like suicide bomb us, like that. Crazy. I mean, they're killing an 8-year-old kid for pissing on a rug.
But it's their culture, and
that's what I mean.
Like a holy rug.
Like, if they hated us for some reason because of the way we are kind of blasphemous on this podcast, shit. Not good. Continue.
So the unnamed Hindu child is in protective police custody, and his family is in hiding. A member of the boy's family said he is not even aware of such blasphemy issues, and he has been falsely indulged in these matters. He doesn't understand what his crime, what his crime was, and why he was kept in jail for a week.
He's fucking 8.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. If we went to Morocco. If we went to Morocco, they practice Islam. If we went to Morocco, Shyanne and I, she could be arrested.
As part of their culture.
As part of their culture, she could be arrested if she didn't walk with me.
Or if I walked without a male escort in general.
Yeah, if she didn't walk with me, or if, I'm gonna say you probably don't have to cover your face because you would be a tourist. But if you didn't walk with me at all times, you could be arrested for not walking with me.
That's why you don't go there.
Well, it's fun to travel. I mean, if you go somewhere, you respect their religion. It's just like when we have people that come to like our work from other countries, we respect their religion and respect their customs. Like, you're not allowed to do this because they see it as a sign of disrespect.
Business with Japan, you go and try and shake their hand. They're not going to shake your hand. It's going to be seen as disrespectful because that's not what they do as part of their culture.
Exactly. So it's one of those things where if they say, at the end of every business day, if they get drunk, you go and get drunk. Like, it's one of those things. You know what I mean? Like, they don't, like, a lot of times when we have visitors from like Islamic countries or stuff like that, they at the cafeteria, they would only serve certain foods. And that's because you have to respect their cultures and their foods that they eat.
When in Rome,
you eat spagooter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I think they would hate our
Spagooter's
spaghetti.
isn't even Italian. Spagooter's American.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
And French fries are not French.
Spaghetti is just pasta.
Yeah. Anyway, so
boom, baby.
So basically, the family. This is the family saying this. We have left our shops and work. The entire community is scared, and we fear backlash. We don't want to return to this area. We don't see any concrete or meaningful action will be taken against the culprits or to safeguard the minorities living here. In response to the child being granted bail, a mob attacked and damaged a Hindu temple in Byung, I think is how it's pronounced, a conservative town in the district of Rahim Yar Khan, Punjab, alleging that the boy had committed blasphemy, an act punishable by death in Pakistan.
They are really wanting to fucking get this kid.
This kid was granted bail, and they ruined a Hindu temple because he was granted bail. It's the same thing. It's basically...
Tell you the truth, they might just have to kill this kid.
Honestly, they might. It's one of those, but so...
It's really sad.
Can we move on to something else?
So many residents in the small Hindu community have fled their homes while military officials were brought in to help maintain peace. So Imran Khan, Prime Minister of Pakistan, has condemned the attack on Twitter, saying the government promised to restore the temple. There has been no recorded executions in Pakistan for the crime of blasphemy since the law was put into place in 1986.
Can you imagine, like, you pee on a rug
as a child,
and everybody's like, fucking kill him. Like, and you're just a kid, you don't even
That's
know
the way the
on.
World is, though. I think the reason why
parts of the world.
The reason why it's the world. The reason why I chose this article, and
if I saw an 8-year-old kid last week pee on a rug, I'd be like,
your world is the same as their world. It's all the same fucking Earth.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Earth
is a concept.
That's what I said, but then you're like, no, it's the world. Anyway,
it is the same
it's
world.
Earth, but it's different places on Earth.
Yes, but it's the same world. We all live in the same world.
Differences.
Yeah, we all live in the same world, though.
I know we all live in the same
world. That's
world.
what I'm trying to say. So the reason why I chose the article is because this is a fucking culture shock. Some people probably don't know that this shit happens. Like, some people might use this podcast as the updated news, but you're not going to be informed by anything because we don't watch the news.
I mean, not really, because like if you've seen The Hurt Locker, they put like that.
That's a movie.
Yeah, but that shit actually happens.
I know that shit actually happens.
Like, they fucking give little kids grenades and be like, hey, go get... And
I know, that was in... I've read books like that. But, so basically, There has been no recorded executions in Pakistan for this specific crime since it went into place in 1986. So this will be the first person to actually die.
In like 40 years.
Be executed since this law was put into place. So Ramesh Kumar, the head of Pakistan Hindu Council and a lawmaker, told the newspaper the attack on the temple and blasphemy allegations against the 8-year-old minor boy has really shocked me. More than 100 homes of the Hindu community have been emptied due to the fear of attack.
Which is real.
Right. So human rights activist Kapil Dev added, I demand charges against the boy are immediately dropped and urge the government to provide security for the family and those forced to flee. So honestly, it's kind of like, this is what happened. They're trying to rectify that and remediate it and get it taken care of in a way to where he doesn't get charged and nobody fucking dies and they can remain in peace, but you got to keep the wolves at bay. The people that want this 8-year-old to die.
All these people want an 8-year-old kid to fucking get shot in the face because he peed on a road.
If you went into a church, a deeply religious small town church, and you said that God's not real, or hail Satan, whatever. Just listen. How much anger do you think you would cause just walking into a church and saying 2 words?
That God's not real?
Just like hail Satan, something like that. Do you think how much anger do you think you would cause just walking into a church? Because it's what they believe.
Because that's rude as fuck.
But it's what they believe.
I know.
People would. I know. I'm not saying you don't know. I'm just saying people would live and die for this. They would kill.
But like what you're saying is like you're saying it's cool. That seems like what you're trying to emphasize.
What?
You're like, if you're saying what you're kind of saying, like, yeah, these guys.
I have not used the word cool at all.
That's Cody. But
what are you talking about?
What you're trying to describe to me is like, yeah, these people are mad. So, yeah, I get that they're mad, but why would they want this kid to die? And then you're wouldn't you be mad if something? That's what you just said.
No, I'm not saying wouldn't you be mad. I'm saying for reference that relates to you. If you did this, they would be pissed too.
Yeah, I get that they would be mad.
It is an extreme. I literally just said if we went to an Islamic country and she wasn't being escorted by a man, it doesn't matter if she's there or not. Journalists have been. That one lady journalist was in jail for like 6 months.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what she did.
She drove a car, didn't she?
Something. She did something. She was in jail for 6 fucking months and they wouldn't let her out.
Yeah.
So it's an example of here and there. It's what they believe.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. Nowhere did I say it's cool.
Right.
I never said that you said it was cool.
Next article.
Moving on. It better not be fucking sad and it better not be ridiculous.
So piranhas and pink dolphins lure visitors to a remote lake, Tarapoto. Kind of cool. Maybe not. Okay. Yes or no?
I'm listening.
Oh, you're listening? Okay.
Motherfucker. Aren't you supposed to be quiet when you listen?
Are we moving on? Did you get out of it? Are we moving on?
I mean, we could have done the daycare owner one, but we'll say
that's really sad.
Jesus Christ, you're depressing.
I'm not depressing. So, pink dolphins, piranhas, and black caiman alligators.
Or is it a crocodile?
Is it caiman crocodile? Yeah, I think it is a crocodile. So,
why is it saying they led these people? This isn't fucking Lassie. They didn't lead them anywhere. They just followed them. They were being fucking weird stalkers, and they followed them into this lake.
Right, so these pink dolphins, piranha, and black caiman crocodiles inhabit a protected wetland system in the Amazon, home to thousands of rare animal species and fascinating tales of tribal gods turning men into dolphins. So storytelling is part of the culture from the indigenous groups who live in the Amazon rainforest, and the wetlands play an important part in the yarns that have been spun for centuries. The stories told that the Tikuna people are no different. One in particular involves a pink dolphin disguised in human form who attends the tribe's traditional festivities to enchant women who become enamored by this tall, strange man. He then takes her down to the river and turns her into a dolphin too.
Also, caiman are their own species of large reptiles, so they're alligators, crocodile, and caiman.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's kind of like fucking Native American shit.
This is like ghost stories that you hear, like, don't go by the water during this time. The fucking pink dolphin man will take you to the water and you fucking drowned.
Like everybody's just like sees a giant pink dick. They're just like, it's a pink dolphin. Look at it. Pink dolphin come hit you in the face, baby.
Okay. So basically, the waters of the Lagos di Tarapoto aren't just home to tall tales. They're such an important habitat for animal species that they were granted protective status in 2018 following a 5-year battle to petition for the wetlands region to be internationally recognized by the Swiss conservation body. So scientists have been conducting research in the wetlands, which include Lake Tarapoto, as well as a network of other wetlands for years. The lake is fed by the Amazon River and is interconnected to numerous smaller lakes by a complex system of creeks.
Everything leads back to the ocean.
Right. So experts have identified as many as
Google Maps.
There's as many
Google
as
lakes.
There's as many as 900 plant species, 300 bird species, 176 fish, 56 reptiles, 46 mammals, and 30 amphibians in this one region that are rare. So the wetlands, which cover 400 square kilometers, have one of the highest presence of river dolphins in the Colombian Amazon.
Also,
Cool.
great cocaine.
Great cocaine
Mm-hmm.
in the Amazon?
Yeah, it's
Colombia?
ethically sourced.
That's Colombia. It's not the same.
Colombia and Amazon, same thing. Right?
No, I don't think so.
That's not the same thing.
I don't know.
I do not think that's the same thing. The Amazon, isn't the Amazon in Africa?
No.
Oh. It's in South America.
You sure?
No.
Yeah, but I thought it was really cool how it's piranha and pink dolphins and like Cayman, right?
Yes, they're just Cayman.
So I thought it was really cool how it's like they were finally been accepted by like conservation, the Swiss Conservation Society, and now they're getting a bunch of tourism and stuff like that.
That's in South America.
Is it in South America?
Yeah.
So are they both in South America?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now how close is Colombia?
Colombia is an Amazon region.
Oh.
It's a region in the Amazon.
Okay, never mind.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. It looks like it's part of Brazil. Or is that, am I not right?
That's,
Oh, it's called Amazonas. Amazonas is the region that it's in. Yeah. This one place is just called Acre.
Colombia's up there.
This one place is just called
so
Acre.
it's up north.
It's an
But it's
acre.
part of the Amazon.
I live in Acre, South America.
It's part of the Amazon region. There's a lot of it that's fucking jungle.
It's a rainforest.
Well, there's a lot of rainforest in Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some rainforest in the U.S. too.
All right, let's wrap this shit up.
California.
Wrap it up like a burrito, Ryan.
Are you done?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So
It was a really long article. I didn't want to drag it out. It's just a fun fact.
so there's pink dick dolphins and fucking
I'm sure a lot of things have pink dicks.
gator crocodiles and
Caimans.
piranhas.
I don't know if this episode is worth the wait, but it is. We're here.
It is an episode.
It
I
is
had
an
fun.
episode.
We talked about fucking dead dogs and meth babies and
Cayman alligators.
And we're gonna close it out
8-year-old
before
kids
Ryan says
and-
anything else.
Right. Oh, I'm the mistake.
I mean, no, you were first, but
And that's the episode, everybody.
That is the episode, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for downloading. Go check out all our shit. Everything is down in the motherfucking description. Go rate and review us on whatever platform you listen to. We love you so much. Thank you. Couldn't do the show without you. Wash your hands, wash your motherfucking ass. Let's get out of here.
all right, guys, we're gonna close this out with the book of the month of September. This has been a deep dive listen for me. I've almost finished it in 2 days. This book is called Walking to Listen, 4,000 Miles Across America, one story at a time. This is written by Andrew Forstoffel, a 23-year-old who decides one day to walk across the United States in an effort to come into his manhood, find out what it is to be a man, basically come into growth. Because he finished college, he's still living at home, and he wanted to know what it is to be a man and grow up in this world. that he lived in. So he walked from Pennsylvania to California, and he basically just had a hiking backpack with all of his stuff in it, and he just walked. He took county highways, and he just talked to random people. But in the search for his own manhood and adulthood, he realized that he was talking to people whose voices had never been heard before. People that don't get to tell their stories to other people before. So in turn, he was doing it for himself, but actually helped other people as well. And like I said, this has been a deep dive listen for me. I've almost finished it in a couple days. I think just this weekend, since before we recorded this episode. Basically, go check this out. This is a free book on Audible. I love these free books on Audible. You can really find some good gems on Audible that are just the free ones. All you need is a subscription. If you don't have an Audible subscription, this is not a promotion, but it's a good way to absorb all that information without having to actually have a book and read it in front of you. So I highly recommend just audiobooks in general, but this is a free one. Go check it out. This is a 100% gem. You can't find another one like it. Go check it out. Walking to Listen, 4,000 miles across America, one story at a time. And go enjoy some of that Black Butt Porter from Deschutes Brewing Co. of Bend, Oregon. It is not a standard porter, everybody. This is a good one. We will see you all next week. Love the fuck out of you guys. Like Ryan said, can't do it without you, but we can definitely do it with you. All right, everybody. When life gets hard, when life gets you down, you look that motherfucking pig. Peace.
Bye.
We out.